Welcome to Subramani. This is a good question saying I have different goals and it is overwhelming to even look at all those goals, and should I have different funds for different goals. And it's a woman who is asking me this question, so first of all I'm happy that she's asking and not he. And I mean, she's not a single mom or something, she's really part of the family, and they have two children. One is a special child who will require more attention, may not be so much of a special child, but a child who may not be able to take care of his or her money on their own very comfortably. And the other kid is a super achiever, a great kid, doing very well, and does not require much attention of the parents, and is intelligent enough to understand that he will get lesser attention than the daughter who is not so good as he is. It's very rare to find such kids, because they feel that, oh, all the attention is being taken away by the other kid, so they start hating the kid. But this kid is mature. That apart. So yes, there are two ways to look at it. One is to say, okay, I have goal number 1, which is 3 years, goal number 2, which is 7 years, goal number 3, which is 10 years, and retirement, which is 25 years. So 4 different goals, 4 different funds. Yes, that makes sense. But the other way to look at it is to say all my goals about 10 years I'm going to be fully in equity, so it doesn't really matter which equity fund. So I will have a large cap fund, a mid cap fund, and a small cap fund, or I will have a flexi cap fund and one small cap fund. Whatever, all these combinations work. But for the shorter term goals, you will have debt instruments which are maturing in say 3 years, 5 years, whatever. Maturing in the sense that which you will be able to withdraw after 3-5 years. It won't fluctuate too much, so it could be an ultra short bond fund, it would be a short term fund, so it would be largely between debt and equity. About 10 years goes into equity, below 10 years stays in debt, but various different types of debt. You could even have a hybrid fund which is 70% in debt and 30% in equity. You could have that also for your 8-year goal or a 7-year goal. But for a 3-year goal, it has to be a debt fund, pure debt fund. I mean, something like a short term income fund or an ultra short bond fund. Because you don't have enough time to go in, go out, pay taxes on that unnecessarily, etc. And if it is 3 years, very hardwired, like my daughter is going to reach 12th standard and I definitely need that money on that particular date, you're perhaps better off with a bank fixed deposit, because 3 years from now you will know exactly how much you will get. With the debt funds, you run the risk that you may not get that. You may run some risk that previous day the government devalues the currency or something like that. Those risks are there. Ultimately, market risks do exist with market investments. With an equity fund, with a bank fixed deposit, you don't run that risk. So multiple products, multiple goals, multiple products make sense. But however, it is also possible that all your goals above 10 years, let's say your daughter's higher education, your daughter's marriage, your own retirement, are all 18 years away or 20 years away, and you want to keep all that in equity fund. That's fine. And you have only one fund. You have only the XYZ index fund. That's fine. Just keep putting money into that index fund, and whenever you have a goal for which you need money, withdraw from that or withdraw partially from that. You have, for your shorter term goals, you have some other schemes. If it matures to that amount and you need that amount, that's great. If you don't need, you can always remove something from your equities and use it here, because that is one big omnibus thing wherever you're going to remove. Whatever is left over will be for your retirement. The other way to look at it is to say, okay, I will take some money and lock it away in an annuity, because I know that if it is available somewhere else, it will be very tempting. It's a very bad argument, but it's an argument which is very common. When you do something like that, you are telling yourself, well, something goes wrong there, this is always available. But dipping into your retirement kitty to meet some other goal may not make sense. So just locking it up in annuity is also not bad. Understanding and accepting that annuity will give very poor returns. So take your pick. Thank you.